Through support groups and classes, PIPER helps people who are recovering from mental illness or dealing with the mental health issues of a loved one.
I was raised in a home where we had mental health issues, and I grew up with a mother who had serious mental health issues and a grandmother who was away for 20 years at Kings Park. So I was aware of the type of situations that could beset any family. But then in 1992, I myself was diagnosed with multiple personality disorder.
Joe and I both have somebody in our lives that's very dear to us that has some mental health issues. And it's been challenging for us to deal with on a daily basis.
We have 3 different types of groups. We have one group is friends and family. That's where Joe and Vicki came from. And those are people who deal with people in their lives.
It's very stressful. And Joe, more than me, was developing physical ailments as a result of it, such as an ulcer and withdrawal and things like that. And I knew that we needed help.
And then we have a peer group that meets on Wednesdays, and that's for people just with mental health issues. And then we also have a Thursday group where we have a movie night, and that's open to anybody who wants to come.
It's helped me by actually going to the support groups and learning from other people as far as their issues and dealing with my bipolar issues. I hear about things, about medications that other people are on. I hear about organizations or articles that might have come across their way. So it's a way of getting involved.
PIPER is People Improving Peer Empowering Recovery. And the reason why we call it people is because we're people first. And one of the things that PIPER wants to do is to change the face of stigma and say, I am the face of mental health issues.
She has a peer advocacy program. It's an 8-way program where you meet twice a week.
It's a 5-hour day, 2 days a week. And usually we have no less than 10 speakers that come in and speak over that 8-week period of time. So this is where we primarily started. And we found that being in Toro Law School also gave us a lot of credibility.
Almost every class we have significant speakers that come and speak with us about different organizations in the city and in the state, and we found incredible help from that vantage point.
I knew that advocates needed to have more information before they went to do a job. And so that's what we provide them with. The acronyms alone can make you just insane. And so we explain what the acronyms are. The actual process of filling out a SPA application, a camera application, Medicaid, we do that in the class.
She's been an incredible part of my life now, and I've gotten very involved in the organization. As I said, I run a support group, and I've really been very active with that.
There's a facilitator. In this group, there's 2 of them. Jay is one of them, and Beth. And together as a team, they work very well together.
When he came to the class in the beginning, Jay wouldn't make eye contact. He was very shy, and now he's facilitating, our group. So that's what's fulfilling to me.
I went grudgingly, but it was probably one of the better decisions I've made, especially pertaining to this issue. Went there to the meeting, not knowing what to expect, and we were welcomed in such a nice fashion, and it made it a lot easier. And listening to what other people had to share, and their deep concern about what was really going on with you made it a lot easier to open up. It's just definitely been a positive experience for me. And something I look forward to each week, whether I'm tired from work or not.
The people are amazing. They support each other. They're very welcoming. Nobody is any different than anybody else. They just treat everybody really nicely.
You know, so the group's existence has given me a, you know, an opportunity to find, you know, other ways of dealing with that person instead of being judgmental, being compassionate and understanding, not coming down harsh on them, you know, when I'm angry, you know. It's helped me a great deal.
I think most important to me is to see people reach their potential. And it's very important to me to let other peers know that they don't have to be seen as a patient.
I do have the bipolar disease, or issues, I should say. I do have a bit of a tremor for some of, you might be able to see from some of the medications that I'm on, and I do need these medications to function. Because I was an obstetrician, gynecologist, I can't go into the operating room anymore. This was a big loss to me.
It's interesting because when I was first diagnosed in 1992, I thought I was going to be captive like my mother and grandmother, who never really did recover. And I think that's because they really didn't know how. I'm fortunate to be in this movement now at this time, and I had a mission to leave a legacy to my children and my grandchildren of health and wellness.
I've done a lot of different things now, and I find that I can really handle my issues much better now because I am so active.
I haven't had an ulcer attack, so to speak, or ulcer problem since I've been maintaining my support group, you know. So this has been great for me, you know, and it's been great for us because, you know, I go into the man cave and, you know, I isolate and I do that sort of thing. So because I've opened up, I've helped myself and I let other people help me.
In the past, I wouldn't be necessarily that social, but I've made a lot of friends and really depended on a lot of people in Piper. So that's been excellent.
It's helped
Yeah.
our relationship too, because he gets to let it out in the meeting, whereas before he was keeping it in.
When I see my grandchildren and they're healthy and they're happy and they've grown up in a good home, I know that I broke those generational bonds.
For more information about Piper, call Deb Damone at area code 631-747-4197.